Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel. Today I am testing something different. I want to try the new preview version of SayIntentions, which allows me to switch from SayIntentions to VATSIM. What does that mean? It means that I start here in ICB, for example. This is the VATSIM map, VATSIM radar. ICB, there's no VATSIM coverage whatsoever, but I'm on SayIntentions activated. So I'll fly with SayIntentions all the way to here. And at this stage, when I cross this border, normally in VATSIM, you would go from 1 to 2.8, which is Unicom channel. You would get a message from controller, in this case, Bremer Radar, to contact me. And the new preview, there's a new preview function in SayIntentions which integrates this handoff in a way that actually the message that comes via vPilot enters SayIntentions, and I get the message on the way that I have to contact this controller, and then I can do that and disconnect from SayIntentions. So I'm not sure if it works. I'm excited to see if it works, and I'll try it out now today. So okay, so we have, or I have planned for a flight from Billund, Denmark to Hamburg, taking this departure which we already took to the southeast, ALSI 6 Bravo departure, a couple of waypoints, and then it's going to be the Bogmo 2 Romeo arrival into Hamburg. Runway there is 25, so this is what we're expecting. And as I said, if everything works up well, the switch from SayIntentions to VATSIM should happen somewhere here. Okay, so let's get this machine started.
NE55 at 6. Visibility 0. Sky conditions, solid overcast at 200 feet. Temperature 7. Dew point 7. QNH 1003. Transition level 50. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Arrival metering in effect. Expect possible airborne hold. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo. Billund Airport, information Romeo. 0820 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 9er. Wind 155 at
Billund Tower, November 24 Alpha Lima. Good morning. Information Romeo IFR to Hamburg, please. So this is SayIntentions, the normal way you do.
Your clearance in just a second.
Set
November 24
1003.
Alpha Lima, Billund Tower, clear to Hamburg, via the ALSI 6 Bravo departure, runway 9er. Initial climb to flight level 050. Departure on 127.58, squawk 2756.
Clear to Hamburg via the ALSI 6 Bravo departure, runway 09er. Initial climb, flight level 050, departure frequency 127.580, squawking 2756, November 24 Alpha Lima. So 2756, this is all in SayIntentions.
November 24 Alpha Lima, read back correct.
Then flight plan will import that what we filed for, and I filed this flight plan in VATSIM and also on SayIntentions, so both controlling instances have this flight plan loaded up. Okay, 50 was the initial climb. Let's do that. 50, we got the QNH, and let's get this thing started up. Tower November 24 Alpha Lima, request push and start.
November 24 Alpha Lima, push and start approved. Advise ready to taxi.
Push and start approved, and I will advise when ready for taxi. November 24 Alpha Lima. So for engine start we need cutoff positions, which we have. Parking brake is set. and we'll just make sure everything is set in a proper manner for this engine start to be performed correctly. So cabin air off, cool off, beacon is on. Why don't we set this before we do anything else? Set the trim to takeoff, never forget that. Power, fuel on total, which is absolutely enough, and we are good to go. So we're going to runway 09er, so we need to push the nose to the right, meaning over there. Parking brake can come off. Then we'll take the right engine first. Wait for 10%, N2, idle, looking for N1 rotation, oil pressure building up within 10 seconds, fuel flow is there, all good. Same thing on the other side, 10%, idle. Rotation and oil pressure and fuel flow all good. So get two good engine starts. Pitot 1, Pitot 2, all the icing system will come on. Air ignition as well. Taxi lights will set to on. Recognition lights and bleed or cabin air will come on now. And the weather's horrible, guys. So since we're on VATSIM, and this guy here is a VATSIM guy, we'll make an announcement on Unicom that we're taxiing to runway 09er. For that, I'm going to just temporarily set 122.8, and then I'm going to switch over to SayIntentions. So 122.8, this is Unicom. Billion traffic, November 2 for Lima, about to taxi to runway 09er, billion traffic. Then we'll set actually Unicom in standby in case the other one starts to say things. We got that in standby, we'll set it on monitor here. We'll go back. Billion Tower, November 2 for Alpha Lima, request taxi. So this is SayIntentions, but the guy talked before. This is the guy over there, this Lufthansa.
November 2 for Alpha Lima, runway 9er taxi via Juliet, Foxtrot, Delta.
Taxi to runway 09er via Juliet, Foxtrot and Delta. So this is away, and so this is SayIntentions, but these guys are VATSIM. Makes things complicated, but fun in a way. Steer lock can come on. Okay, flaps takeoff, thrust reverses to arm, air ignition is on, trims are all set, icing systems are set, and the lights will come on later on. And I'm listening to 122.8 from VATSIM. Got it here in the second channel, but I'm monitoring it. And on SayIntentions, I'm still on tower frequency. No left here. And the weather's horrible, guys. Not sure whether I can. I can transmit. I can switch the transmitting channel back and forth. Perfect. So I'm talking to VATSIM at the same time I'm listening and talking to SayIntentions. Cool. So if everything adds up, I should be able to listen to this guy over here while he's talking on Unicom channel on VATSIM, because I got it set here, and I'm monitoring it here. Departure frequency was which one? 127580. So 127580, let's set that. 127580, because SayIntentions is going to hand me over to departure. So, see if this guy says something now on takeoff. So first talk to SayIntentions, get my line of clearance, and then I'm going to announce that on SayIntentions, on VATSIM Unicom channel. So he's lined up already, but no Unicom transmit from him. We'll see. Billion traffic, November 2 Papa Lima holding short runway 09er, billion traffic. That was a VATSIM Unicom transmit. See if he does the same thing. The Lufthansa. So approaching the holding point here is runway 09er. Wait for this guy to go. Landing lights can come on, strobe lights can come on, and we're ready to go. And this guy's going. Balloon Tower, November 2 Papa Lima holding short, runway 09er, ready for departure.
November 2 for Alpha Lima, runway 09er, winds 150 at 6, clear for takeoff.
Runway 09er, clear for takeoff, November 2 Papa Lima. And now we'll transmit through the VATSIM network, which is 122.8 via COM2. So just hold here. So mic is on 2 and 2 is inactive, and I'll give my call. Just wait a little bit for this guy to clear my path because he just started. I'll wait maybe 30 seconds. Below the traffic, November 2 Papa Lima, lined up runway 09er departing to the southeast. Below traffic. That was transmit over to VATSIM, and now I think we should be able to go now soon because we're spaced from the next departing plane. So he left just before us here. He's here. Stabilize takeoff power set. And it is windy here. Try and hold that center line here. Yeah, it is really windy.
On runway 8,800 feet remaining.
Positive rate, tap the brakes, gear up. And there's no visibility at all, guys. Flaps up, yaw damper can come on. Waiting for SayIntentions to switch us over to departure. Hoping to get out of this bad weather here. We're spaced enough from the next one, which is okay. And he's taking probably my exact same trajectory, so we have to look out for the altitude we're flying in today. So Clearing the bad weather, guys. Nice.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact departure on 127.58.
Over to departure 127.58, November 2 for Alpha Lima, thanks, bye. All SayIntentions now. Billund departure November 2 for Alpha Lima, passing 2000, climbing 5000.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Billund departure identified, climb flight level 050.
Climb flight level 050, November 2 for Alpha Lima. So smooth flight here in SayIntentions while being on VATSIM. So we find for flight level 230, and this other guy who was a Lufthansa A320, I guess, he's going to go higher, so I will be able to surpass him on a lower flight level, I guess. Just have to make sure. So
November
he's
24 Alpha Lima, climb flight level 210.
up to flight level 210, November 2 for Alpha Lima. So 210, SayIntentions. And we might just actually...
November 24 Alpha Lima, roger, maintain flight level 210.
Maintain flight level 210, November 2 for Alpha Lima. Something that always happens in SayIntentions, they haven't got rid of that yet, I don't know why. So we're going up. He's not that fast actually, well he's faster than me, which is good. Should be okay, I think. We should be spaced enough.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Copenhagen Control on 134.68.
Copenhagen on 134.68, November 24 Alpha Lima, bye. 134.68. That's the Copenhagen controller on SayIntentions. 68. There it is. Copenhagen Control, November 2 for Alpha Lima, good morning, 5000, climbing, flight level 210. Standard pressure now.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Copenhagen Control identified, K.
So we're on Copenhagen controller now, cool. This guy is where? He's at 14, so he's not in the vicinity of where we are. So we might climb this thing a little bit faster. Speed mode. Try to stay in the greens here. So this is exciting, guys. See how this is gonna work. There's one caveat though, one thing that has to happen before we come close to Hamburg, and this is the fact that this controller has to come online. He is booked. He's booked since half an hour because we are now 8:51 Zulu, and he should be there from 8 Zulu. I'm not sure whether he is, probably not, and that would be too bad because
November
this
24 Alpha Lima, Copenhagen Control, climb flight level 230.
climb flight level 230, November 2 for Alpha Lima. And that would be too bad because this whole thing builds up on that we are gonna be contacted by this controller when we come into airspace to get that message from vPilot to contact us, which should then translate into SayIntentions that gives us the message. We'll see. Just I guess we'll wait. So where are we? Let's talk to WhatsApp for a quick. Brilliant traffic, November 2 for Alpha Lima. Flight of 1604, 230 is the final level on the LC6 Bravo departure. that was channel 2 on Unicom to let this guy know that I'm here, but my final level is going to be 230, and he's already further up. So he probably heard this message, so I was going to Frankfurt anyway, so it's not going to be a problem for me. Good. So what's gonna happen in Hamburg? Well, we'll have a look at the ATIS over in Hamburg, weather, ATIS and VATSIM. So there's no ATIS there, but I filed for 1125 via this arrival, which is the Bach 2 Romeo arrival. So let's set that. ILS 25 via Hotel Lima Zulu 1, no, Hotel Lima 165. So this is what we are looking for. Set everything up. So we're reaching a flying final level now, 230. Alt is captured. Look at the speed that we don't overspeed in the end. Let's program the GTN accordingly. Go down to Hamburg. Low procedure, ILS 25. And we'll pick Hotel Lima 165 and load approach. Get the frequency active. Then have a final course 248. Let's set that 248. 248. And let's get the headset on. So this is all good. Still on the departure. What about the controller? It's not online yet, guys. Just hope he comes online. Be too bad. Come on, Bremer Radar, come online. I'm going to Lübeck. I thought I'd go to Hamburg. I'm going to Lübeck, which is okay, I guess. Something different. Thought I'd go to Hamburg. So, doesn't matter because that controller is in charge of Lübeck as well. If he comes online. So Lübeck-Blankensee, we have the localizer set, we have the final course set, and our final fix is going to be Roxim at 3000. Look at the arrival first. We have to be below 110 at Bokmu, so we will try to set that in the VNav page already. Bokmu is there, and we'll set actually 11,000 exactly. At 11,000 and set the VNav. And we have VNav here. Required vertical speed is 1,300 feet negative, so don't have to descend as yet. So what did I do? Just quickly to repeat that. On the GTN 50 from PMS, when you have a restriction like this from Bokmu, you have to be below 110. And you don't know when and how fast to descend. You just go to the GTN, go to the flight plan, look for that waypoint, go to the altitude, click that, and there's this VNav button here. When you click that, it's gonna load that vertical speed in the VNav page. So Bokmu I set at 110, and this is what I'm required to do to descend right now. And if I wait for my top of descent, this is the VS target that is gonna give me then to descend to that restriction. Okay. So, what's in map? Anything in our vicinity? No, it's all clear, so we don't have to do any transmissions here. So leaving the SID, going to the en route. And you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to slow up. And you know why I'm going to slow up? Because I want this guy to come online. I'm going to slow my flight a bit and just hope that he comes online. Blankensee is going to be IFR. So we have to brief our chart here and listen to the ATC over in Blankensee. Why don't we do that now? We'll set the ATC. Let's go to waypoint. Airport ADHL Blankensee is already set. Frequency is ATC 119.930. So 119.930. And let's get that in.
Struct INs.
Active.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Golf.
Golf.
Lübeck Blankensee Airport. Information Golf. 0820 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 25. Wind 185 at 6.
So 25 is correct.
Sky conditions. Scattered at
November
500
24
feet.
Alpha Lima, cleared Bochum 2
Broken at
Romeo into
900.
Lubeck. When you're ready, descend flight level 140.
Cleared Bochum 2 Romeo into Lubeck and descent flight level 130 November 2 Papa Lima. Didn't get that actually. I will see if that is correct. And VS 1300, so we'll set that VS. So this is actual VS speed, and this is what we're required to do. So we'll roughly set it somewhere there. Yeah, doesn't have to be perfect. Let's continue to listen to the ATC.
Arriving and departing runway 25.
25.
185 at 6. Visibility 2. Sky conditions. Scattered at 500 feet. Broken at 900 feet. Solid overcast at 1700 feet. Temperature 8. Dew point 8. QNH 1006.
1006.
Level 70. Flight inspection aircraft conducting operations in the vicinity. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if traffic service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Golf.
So Golf and
Lübeck
QNH
Blankensee Airport.
1006.
Information Golf. 0820 Zulu.
So we're still on SayIntentions and waiting for that handover to the controller that is not active, and I'm here. I'm almost there. Come on, come. Get active. I guess we'll see. So for those that just sped up the video, I'm waiting for a transfer into this VATSIM controller. I'm on SayIntentions now. If he comes online, he's going to give you a message to contact him, and this message will be relayed into SayIntentions. This is a new feature, and we're testing that now.
November 24 Alpha Lima, contact Bremen radar on 124.075.
124075 November 2 Papa Lima, bye bye. Was that the correct one? Yes, it is. So let's switch over. Bremen radar November 24 Alpha Lima, descending through flight level 190 for 130. Still on VATSIM.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Bremen radar identified Moin.
So that gives me hope. This is recognized, so that could mean that this guy is online even though he's not online on the chart. So waiting for, just hope, contact me somewhere here. This is me. I'm going through here, and we'll see.
November 24 Alpha Lima, Bremen radar, cross Hotel Lima 125, at or above altitude 4000, QNH 1004.
Cross Hotel Lima 125 at or above 4000, QNH 1004, November 25 Lima. So he wants me to be there at 4000, which makes sense. We'll wait for that. We just try to stick with this VS because we are still on, not even on the arrival. So, and we are really excited to see what happens now. Do we get a handover or not? So descending fine here. We're not too fast because we wanted that controller to get online, and he probably is online because we have him here. As soon as I've gotten contacted by him to contact him, I will disconnect SayIntentions ATC, and I have a hotkey for that on the joystick. And I'll just hope that works out. We'll see. We will see. So, Bogmu at 110, and we'll set that actually. Because there's going to be a transfer. And then going to Hotel Lima 125, and we have to be at 4000, so why don't we just set that already. Flight plan as he asked us to do, 4000 VNAV. And the new VNAV speed or descent is now required 1500, so we just, oh, it's perfect. We don't change anything actually. And we'll set that actually here as well, even though we probably will get something different from the controller when we contact him. If we contact him, and if he contacts us. And if we contact him, we have to give him the designator, which is, not sure. Let's listen again.
Information Golf.
Golf.
0820 Zulu.
So this guy probably.
November 24 Alpha Lima, please contact VATSIM
I love
Controller
it.
Hamburg Helmut Schmidt. Approach on 120.540.
Contact VATSIM Controller 120540, November 25 Lima. Thanks, bye. I just love it. It just works perfect. 120540. Let's do that. Disconnect VATSIM. 120540. 120540. Bremer radar November 25 Lima, descending through flight level 13044,000.
November 24 Alpha Lima, information outfit current expect LS 25 in index.
Information Alpha, expect ILS 25 November 25 Lima. Okay, did you just see what happened there, guys? That was just brilliant. On SayIntentions, until the controller called me up, I got the contact me, and I went to him, and just perfect, it just worked perfect. Now just make sure to disconnect SayIntentions completely, otherwise it's gonna.
November 24 Alpha Lima, cleared Bogmu 2 on arrival.
Cleared Bogmu 2 Romeo arrival, November 25 Lima. Yeah, so SayIntentions, Brian, all you guys over there, you're doing a really great job, and this is just amazing. Started off on SayIntentions with everything working perfectly this time actually. On taxi, departure, waypoints, descent, exchange of controllers, and in the end, as soon as I came into this controllers area, I got contacted by the VATSIM Controller, and the VATSIM relay into SayIntentions worked perfectly. So I got the message via SayIntentions to contact the VATSIM Controller. That's what I did. I went to 120540, contacted him, and disconnected from SayIntentions. And I'm on VATSIM. Just perfect. Compliments, guys. Really, really well done. This is really, really cool. Okay, so let's concentrate on the rest of the flight before we get too excited about this transfer. So descending correctly. Sea level is already set. Lights are all on. Everything's engaged. Seatbelts have been on the whole time, so we don't have to do anything there. I'm just waiting for the rest. And we're going to be at Hotel Lima 125 at 4,000 roughly. Required 1,200, and we are doing this here, so we should be there before even.
Number 24 Alpha Lima, descent to 3,000 feet, QNH 1006.
Down to 3,000 feet, QNH 1006, November 25 Alpha Lima. So 3,000, 1006, we're local. And set the altitude back, otherwise we're going to bust through that set altitude. Here, then taking a right turn here, and he's already set us up for the final part of the approach, which is the final fix at Roxem at 3,000. So we can do this now for flight plan. Go down to Roxem, click that 3,000, VNav, and look at what we have to do to get there perfect. So we are required to do 930 feet per minute negative, and we're too fast now. So we're going to flatten this descent a little bit, just a little bit, like so. And the weather's going to be different in a couple of minutes. So there's no...
Number 24 Alpha Lima via Hotel Lima 165, clear ILS 25, touched.
By Hotel Lima 165, cleared ILS 25, November 25 Alpha Lima. So we're going to go to Hotel Lima 165, and via Hotel Lima 165 we're cleared ILS 25, as he said. So there's no minima here. Oh, yeah, they are. So ILS decision altitude here is going to be 301 for us, which is 253 above the ground, and RVR of 800 meters. Do we have that? Let's listen to the ATIS.
Clouds overcast 800 feet, temperature 8, dew point 8, QNH 1006, Lubeck information alpha out. This is Lubeck information alpha,
Slow up a
Met
bit.
report time 0850, expect radar vectored for ILS approach, runway in use 25 request IFR and VFR clearance on Bremen radar 120 decimal 540, transition level 70, wind 190 degrees 6 knots, visibility 6 kilometers,
Okay,
present
no worries.
weather rain, clouds overcast 800 feet, temperature 8, dew point 8, QNH 1006,
Okay.
Lubeck information alpha out.
Lubeck information alpha 1006 is set, and
This
we
is
have good
Lubeck
visibility.
information alpha, Met report time.
So overcast at 1,000, which should be okay for us. We're going to be able to see below there, and visibility of 6,000. So nothing to worry about here on our minima. Taking left turn here, and then via Hotel Lima 165, cleared ILS 25 via Roxem, and that's what we're going to do. Cool. Yeah, I'm really flashed about that handover from SayIntentions to VATSIM. That just worked flawless. I just can't believe it, because it's a preview version, but Brian, SayIntentions guys, I can tell you it worked perfect. All the way on SayIntentions over to the approach part where I got contacted from VATSIM Controller, that got into the SayIntentions app, and I was told to contact the VATSIM Controller, and so I did. Definitely going to try this again. 3000, that's what we want to have for at Roxham. That's where we're going to intercept the glide slope at Roxham, 3000. There's no tower controller on, there's just the ATIS. So we're going to stay with approach all the way down. Flaps 8. 3000, so we are properly aligned to intercept that glide slope at Roxham, given the nav frequency set for the ILS-25. Course is set as well.
24 Alpha Lima, wind Atlantic level 6 knots, runway 25 clear to land.
Runway 25 clear to land, November 2 for Alpha Lima. Localizer just switched over. Glide slope's coming alive, so let's arm that. We are captured on localizer and the glide slope is coming alive there, and as soon as we capture it we will set flaps 20 and lower the gear. So what's gonna be happening down in Lübeck? We are going to vacate via Bravo and go to the GA parking or somewhere here. We will see. Glide slope is captured right now. Perfect. Gear down, flaps 20. That's set 68.5, which is a good approach speed, or thrust if you will, like so. And we're going to go just enter that low cloud layer, which we expected from the ATIS, just down to 1,000 feet above the ground. I think that's it, right? When you get that overcast 1,000, it's from the ground, above ground level. Not 100% sure though. Reversers are armed, air ignition is on, seatbelts are on, landing lights are on, everything else is good. We're ready. Radar altimeter is active, and 1,000 I'll set full flaps. Bye-bye visibility. And this is just brilliant. One thing that is important though, I think, is just to respect all the rules of VATSIM. So when I'm in the SayIntentions environment, in the beginning, I will have to transmit on VATSIM. I have to make sure that everybody knows what I'm doing on the Unicom channels. So that has to be respected. Otherwise, we miss the point about the whole thing. $1,500 above. 1,000 I will set flaps full. And as we just heard from ATIS, this is where the cloud layer is breaking up, 1,000 above the ground right now, flaps full. And down below the visibility should be okay. Minimum was 253, so we'll set that correctly. On the localizer, on the glide slope, thrust is okay, and we are at 500 and we see nothing still. And it is windy here, huh? There's the runway. Yaw damper can come off. It is windy. It is really windy. There's the runway. Autopilot off. Try to grab this thing in here. And the visibility is not 6,000, it's like more like 200 or 100. My god. And it is really windy, guys. But the landing is quite alright, guys. Welcome to Blankens in Lübeck. Cool. What's happening? Is it that windy that it slows me up that bad? Okay, taking right here on Bravo. Still lock on. And vacating here on Bravo, and then he's gonna give me taxi to a ramp or a spot. I'm sorry, guys.
Not too far for Lima, taxi to stand of choice, have a nice day, ciao.
Stand of choice, November 2 for Lima, this time much better, 505, November 2 for Lima. So, took a left and just pick 2M or so. Going over here, the weather is horrible, huh? Oh, 3M. Shut down the engines, guys, that was cool. Do you agree? So, SayIntentions, then switching over to VATSIM flawlessly via a contact message from VATSIM Controller through the SayIntentions app that told me to switch over to the VATSIM Controller. That is just really cool. And this is what the message looked like before. So, please contact VATSIM Controller Hamburg Helmut Schmidt, which is controller, on 120540, and that just worked perfectly. Did that, disconnected from SayIntentions with a hotkey, which is assigned to my joystick, and the rest was VATSIM, worked perfectly. So, Brian and the guys over at SayIntentions, thank you very much. You've done a really great job and makes the thing really much more fun to fly and more realistic, so you can use both. I hope you liked the video. See you next time, and have a nice Sunday. Bye bye.